The Notebook isn't just a movie, it's a feeling. The rain, the letters, that kiss, it defined an entire generation's idea of love. But what if I told you this heart-melting classic hides secrets even Nicholas Sparks never talked about?
Why don't you just go? Get out! Leave! Go! Go!
Tonight, we're uncovering 24 shocking facts you didn't know about The Notebook.
You want not to see him anymore, and that's final.
Fact 1, it almost had a different director and different cast. Long before filming, The Notebook's path was very different. The film rights were acquired in 1996, but it went through many potential directors. Spielberg showed interest in 1998 with Tom Cruise as Noah. Then Jim Sheridan was attached, then Martin Campbell, before Nick Cassavetes finally took over in 2003. Early casting ideas included George Clooney for Noah and someone else for older Noah. Fact 2, Nicholas Sparks' true romance inspiration. Sparks' novel The Notebook wasn't purely fictional, it was inspired by his wife's grandparents. After his wife's grandparents couldn't attend her wedding due to illness the day after, she wore her wedding dress, he wore a tux, and they visited them. Sparks said this was part of the emotional seed for his story. But before we keep going, I need to tell you something real quick. My son bet me I'd never hit 1,000 subscribers. He says I'm too old for YouTube and that nobody wants to watch a guy my age. So if this video is helping you out, hit that subscribe button and help me shut him up at the dinner table. All right, let's get back to it. Fact 3, budget of the movie. The Notebook had a budget of around $29 million and went on to gross about $118 million worldwide. It was never expected to be huge, but it became one of those romance films that endures, becoming a cult favorite. Fact 4, Ryan Gosling's method prep. Ryan didn't just act the part, he lived it. He moved to Charleston, South Carolina for some time before filming, rowing every morning on the Ashley River, building furniture during the day, including the kitchen table used in the movie. Fact 5, on-set tension. Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams did not start filming as best friends. They clashed early on. Reports say Gosling even asked for McAdams to be replaced. The director, Nick Cassavetes, reportedly brought them together to air grievances so that they could work through their differences. Over time, they grew into good chemistry, on screen and off. Fact 6, contact lens trick. In real life, Ryan Gosling has blue eyes, but older Noah, James Garner, has brown. To maintain continuity, Gosling wore brown contact lenses for many scenes. However, in some scenes he forgot, and his real eye color slips through. Fact 7, vintage clothes. Rachel McAdams' costume in the famous rain scene was partially from authentic vintage 1940s pieces, many of which were rented. But a lot of the outfits literally started falling apart once water hit them. Her shoes disintegrated after a few takes, so she ended up running barefoot. Fact 8, swans on the lake. The iconic lake scene with swans wasn't just random extras. There was worry the birds would be unruly, unpredictable. So the production raised some hatchling swans on the set so they'd be accustomed to the lake environment. Fact 9, movie was filmed out of sequence. They didn't shoot the movie in chronological order. In fact, some of the after 7 years scenes were filmed before some of the early romance sequences. Gosling even had to lose weight and shave before coming back for certain flashback scenes because of the break in filming. Fact 10, older Allie is the director's mother. Gina Rowlands, who plays the older Allie with memory issues, is Nick Cassavetes' mother. Her performance adds extra emotional weight, especially given their real-life relationship. Fact 11, audition under pressure. Rachel McAdams got less than 1 day to prepare for her audition. She had the script the night before, took her part quickly while attending another premiere, The Hot Chick, and nailed it, which helped her land the role of Allie. Fact 12, Gosling wanted to burn down the house. After Noah restores the house, Gosling apparently had a moment where he proposed burning it down, a symbolic cleansing. Director Nick Cassavetes turned it down, but the idea shows how invested Gosling was in the emotional weight of the house. Fact 13. The red color is a visual motif. There are many recurring red hues in the movie: sunsets, dresses, decor, especially when depicting Allie's past or emotional intensity. Some believe it's foreshadowing and symbolizing love, passion, memory. Fact 14. Some goofs and continuity errors. If you pay close attention, microphone boom shadows in Ferris wheel scenes, parking meters and street shots even though not accurate for the time period, some outfits and surroundings slip in and out of period accuracy. Fact 15. The Notebook wasn't Sparks' first novel. Though The Notebook was his first published novel, Nicholas Sparks had written 2 other novels earlier, The Passing and The Royal Murders, which never got published. He considers them apprenticeship. Fact 16. The final scene was kept silent. In the older couple's storyline, Noah reading to Allie with Alzheimer's, many earlier drafts included dialogue in the final moments, but in the final cut, a lot of that is conveyed through silence, physical presence, music, letting the emotional weight carry without words. While not completely without words, the choice to reduce speech in those scenes was a deliberate emotional decision. This is less widely documented, but commonly reported in interviews. Fact 17. Alzheimer's portrayal was informed by real experience. Gina Rowlands and director Nick Cassavetes spent time talking about Alzheimer's to try to portray it authentically. It wasn't just a screen device. There was intention in showing memory loss and what it does to relationships. Fact 18. Music and songs, sometimes anachronistic. Some of the music choices aren't strictly accurate to the 1940s setting. For example, I'll Be Seeing You is used in nostalgia moments.
I'll be seeing you.
Even though its recording date and popularity don't perfectly match the era shown. It's used more for emotional resonance than strict historical accuracy. Fact 19. The film's release and extended version. Originally premiered at the Seattle International Film Festival on May 20th, 2004, then released in theaters in June 2004. In 2012, ABC Family aired an extended version with deleted scenes added back, giving fans previously unseen moments. Fact 20. Set and location authenticity. They filmed many of the summer scenes in South Carolina, trying to capture that southern Gothic, marshy, lush feel. The production also used locations outside of Montreal for Battle War flashback sequences to evoke World War II settings. Fact 21. Allie's character was costumed in vintage period clothing. A lot of the clothing Allie wears early in the film is authentic vintage from the 1940s. Many dresses were rented and some fragile, so they deteriorated under filming conditions, rainwater, which led to improvisation, bare feet, damaged fabrics. Fact 22. Noah builds the table, and Gosling built it. That kitchen table Noah crafts, it's more than a prop. Ryan Gosling actually built the wooden kitchen table himself in prep for his role as Noah. It added to his immersion in the character. Fact 23. The Notebook blurred on and off-screen relationships. Gosling and McAdams were romantically involved after the movie, their chemistry off-screen partly growing from the tensions they worked through during filming. Their relationship after production fueled fan fascination even more. Fact 24. The ending's true message, not just reunion, but persistence. Most viewers remember the final scene, elderly Noah and Allie dying in their sleep together, or the embrace after memory returns. The shocking part, few notice. The film doesn't just celebrate that love endures, it emphasizes what it means to persist in love despite memory loss, societal expectations, separations. The ending is as much about daily repeated choice as it is about romance. When Allie loses memory and yet the love story, The Notebook, is read again, it's not just nostalgia, it's a statement. Love's worth pushing through the darkest times. And there you have it. Which fact surprised you most? If you like this, hit like, subscribe, and I'll dig up more secrets from your favorite romance movies.